Hi, it's Chris here, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video in response to a question I had from a guy called Richard, who actually replied to an email that I put out about just as a quick question, what's the main struggle you're having in your business right now? Here we are in early February as I record this, and so you've had 1 month of the year already. And it's a chance to reflect on how is it going, are you moving in the right direction, or are there particular struggles? So Rich's email, I'll just read it out to you, which says, "Hi Chris, your email has had me thinking. It's strange, I've been running my business for 14 years, which has not always been plain sailing. Today, however, thanks to a great team of 5, we've shown good growth, and for the first time we have some money in the bank." So good news for you, Rich, there. "So my challenge is how to best use this new foundation to grow further and turn it into a useful pension, and yet leave a sustainable business for those who will take it even further." So Rich, thanks for that question. It's a really great question because it's at the heart of actually how we help businesses going forward. So I'd love to speak to you if you want to, Rich. But the essence of the answer to that, of how best to use this money in the bank effectively as a new foundation to turn it into something bigger, is firstly to be clear on what you're trying to get towards. You see, if you're you've created a business now, which is, as you say, has got some money in the bank, it's got a team of people, and so the scene is set for something bigger and better and more rewarding for everybody involved, which is fantastic. And congratulations for getting it this far. But if you wanted to build that business into something that is going to be sustainable and going to be really valuable to you, or if you wanted to sell it to someone else, then the question really, or what you need to do, really depends on how big you want that to get to. So let me give you an example. Or a couple of scenarios. If you wanted to build that business, obviously I don't know how big it is or what the situation is, but if you wanted to build it to something that is reaching a profit of say 2 or 3 times whatever you're making today. So if you're making, say, I don't know, 50,000 to getting it to 150, or if you're making 100,000 to getting it to 300,000 of profit per year, it shapes your thinking. It makes you think, oh well, in order for it to be turning a profit of say 300,000, then it's probably going to need this number of people in it. It's probably going to have a sales value of a turnover figure of this much in order to leave 300,000 at the end, or whatever your version of the numbers are. And so when you've got a clear picture of what that looks like, you can then start to put to bridge the gap of where you are today through to where what that future 2 or 3 times looks like. On the other hand, if you wanted to say, well, actually, I've worked for 14 years and I've got it to a stage where I can now really start to grow faster, and so I want to turn it into something where it has a profit of maybe 10 times what it is today. So if you're at 50,000, it'd be 500,000, or if you're at 100,000 profit, turning it into a profit of £1 million, or whatever your numbers are, whatever the scale is, but say 10 times, then how you think about what the business looks like at that scale is going to be very different from what it looks like when it's, say, twice what it is today. All right. And so if you're not clear on what that is, the decisions you make today are going to be very different. If you're going to just try to get bigger and keep going, maybe you'll end up twice the size you are now. But if you set out the stall and said, well, do you know what? I think I can, or I'm choosing to go for something that's, say, 10 times bigger, then the decisions that you start to make today are going to send you in a different direction. For example, if you know that to get to a business that's, say, 10 times bigger, obviously I don't know if that's what you want, but I'm trying to shape the thinking. If you knew that you wanted to aim for something that's 10 times bigger, then what decisions might you be making today that will be different from if you're just trying to get bigger? Well, if you're just trying to get a bit bigger than you are today, and maybe try to double in size, then your marketing approach might be doing more of the same of what you're doing now. And perhaps aiming to serve more of the same kinds of customers. If you're trying to, however, get to a business that's 10 times the size, then the chances are that you need either 10 times more customers, or maybe not quite that number of new customers, but you're going to serve them in a different way, so they're going to come back more frequently, or you're going to be increasing the value of whatever it is that you do, or increasing the normal size of sale that you make. So you're going to start changing the model of the business in order to get to something quite a lot bigger. So in terms of the direct answer to your question of how best to use the money that you've got now, it's not about the answer to that isn't about how much money do you have. It's now you've got some security and stability. Now you can start thinking about where you want to get to. And that's probably, I'd like maybe follow that up. Rich, if you'd like to get in touch, or if anybody watching this would like to get in touch with me to talk through that idea, then please do. But I'll also probably follow this up with some more videos about how to think about and how to plan where you want to get to in the business. Because going for double the size or 10 times the size are going to be very different ways of thinking about the business. Do you want to do more of the same and just do more and kind of keep busy? Or do you want to get considerably bigger, but do it in a smart way so it's actually easier to run than it is today? And both of those options are possible. Both of those options are entirely personal choices. There's no right or wrong, but you just have to be clear on what you want. So as a starter, I hope this is clear, some more food for thought. As you put in your email has got me thinking. That's a great place to be. Keep thinking, keep questioning, and for now decide what is it that you want to build towards, because that will help you to define the path that you want to go on. I hope that's you found that valuable, and I'll post some more ideas and more questions, more answers to questions in due course. Bye for now.